So, you want to escape the monotony of your 9-to-5 job, but you don't really know where to start. Now that everybody is working from home, now is the perfect opportunity to become a digital nomad. And in today's video, I'm going to give you the top 5 online jobs to do just that. So, the first job on this list is becoming a freelance writer. It has never been easier for freelance writers to find clients, do what they love, and make good money doing it. The possibilities are really endless while writing. Whether you're looking to write scripts, articles, blog posts, books, whatever you want. Getting started in freelance writing has become easier than ever through websites such as Upwork, Fiverr, and even Craigslist. And after you have a few jobs under your belt and build a substantial portfolio, then you can start reaching out to higher paying clients and make a lot more money for the same amount of work. That's the beauty of writing. This is one of the digital nomad jobs where a degree really doesn't matter. If you have good writing, then clients will want that good writing, no matter if you have a degree or not. So how much money can you expect to make as a freelance writer? Well, it really depends on your clients and how long you've been doing it. It also depends on your skill as a writer. If you're just a base level writer, you can expect to start out at around $50,000 per year. However, if you have some high paying clients, you can easily make over 6 figures a year. During this section of the video, I should also mention that proofreading and editing are also very high demand skills that can also make you a lot of money. All right, let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is being a virtual assistant. With so many people working from home nowadays, hiring a stay-at-home assistant is usually not a best idea. You don't want some stranger living and working out of your apartment, right? So that's where you come in as a virtual assistant. Being a virtual assistant is kind of like being a freelance secretary, except you'll be working with multiple clients at the same time. And you'll be taking those administrative tasks, such as calendars, appointments, etc., off of the business people's plates and basically streamlining their lives. Upwork and Indeed are great places to find clients as a virtual assistant. And you can also reach out to your, immediate circle. If you know somebody who's in business who's looking for a virtual assistant, reach out to them. This is a job where word of mouth is really king. So if you're good at your job and your boss talks about you to somebody else, maybe they'll be your next client. You never know. A virtual assistant can expect to make around the same as an administrative assistant, which is around $35,000 a year. And that is definitely enough to live around the world in some of the cheaper parts of the world. So if you like the idea of managing administrative tasks and traveling all over the world, then this might be the job for you. The third job on this list is being an online language teacher. Do you happen to know a foreign language well enough to teach it? This could even be English. I mean, you can teach English in places like China, Japan, pretty much all over the world. It's especially a good option if you know a language like Chinese or Spanish, a language that not many people know, but a lot of people want to learn. There are many sites that specialize in online language learning, such as Verbal Planet, Italki, and VIP Kid, but you can also find language learning gigs on sites like Upwork, Fiverr, and Indeed. Obviously, in this job, it's important that you actually know the language, and this is a job that a degree could go a long way. There are a lot of people trying to teach language, so if you have an actual language degree, like if you have a degree in Chinese or Spanish, then that could set you apart from the pack and help you earn a lot more from the start. However, it's more important to be a good teacher than have a degree. All right, so the next job is web or graphic design. This is one of the oldest jobs in the digital nomad world because as soon as the internet started getting big, businesses and companies needed people to make their websites look good. And that's where web developers came in. So if you're skilled in JavaScript, CSS, HTML, then you can pretty much make a full-time income from anywhere in the world. As for graphic design, I don't think people realize how big of an industry that actually is. I mean, when you go on any website, you'll see a logo, you'll see some sort of artistic design on a website. That is all graphic design. There are so many graphic design jobs out there, and I'd say there's definitely a shortage of artists trying to fill those positions. So if you are into graphic design or just drawing in general, then this could be one of the best ways to monetize your art. In this job, a degree does help, but honestly, you do not need a degree to be a successful graphic designer. You just build up a portfolio, work with progressively bigger and bigger clients until you get to the point where you really want to be. And one of the best things about this job is that all of the information that you need to learn is free online. So you could literally just look up YouTube tutorials on how to make a logo, and you could learn the fundamentals of logo making through that tutorial. For your first couple of gigs, I would recommend you just go on Fiverr or Upwork and look for a decent client. Don't settle for anything you don't want to do, but also realize that if you don't have a previous portfolio, it's going to be hard for other people to hire you, especially big brands. They want somebody who has a lot of past work. However, if you want to start out working for bigger brands, then I would recommend, actually, hold up. This is a secret that I think only a select few people realize, is that if you want to jumpstart your career and work with bigger brands from the start, then you just have to reach out to them and say that you'll do the work for free. A lot of people get caught up in the money game, but if you want to start out playing with the big dogs, then you have to offer them more value than they're offering you, because you don't have the credibility to offer them value. So you have to do free work in the beginning if you want to start out with those bigger clients, but if you prove that your work is worth it, then they'll start paying you. All right, so the last digital nomad job is actually my favorite, and that is being a video editor. This is something that I have been doing for a while, and it's made me pretty good money. There are so many people right now trying to be YouTube stars. I mean, look at me. And there's also a lot of companies that need, videos edited, little shorts to fill up their social media feeds. And as a video editor, you can supply them that. The types of videos that you're going to be editing can vary drastically. I mean, you could be working on a big Hollywood production or just editing 5 TikToks a day. If you really want to take this seriously, then I recommend you reach out to 10 to 20 people who you think that you would never have the chance to work with, and offer your services for free. I think you'll be surprised at how many of those people actually get back to you. However, if you just want some quick cash, then Upwork and Fiverr are some great places to go. So video editing requires a specific set of skills. There are a couple different programs that you can use. I personally use Final Cut Pro just because I have a Mac, and it's the best one that runs on Mac. However, if you have a Windows desktop, then you can use Adobe Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve. Those are also both great options. However, if you have a Mac, I would highly recommend Final Cut Pro. And the better you get at using these programs, the more you can charge for your services. If you're a full-time freelance video editor, you can expect to make around $40,000 per year and up. I mean, there's no really cap on your income. You can just kind of scale up your clients until you get to a point where you want to stop. All right, and that wraps up my top 5 digital nomad jobs. I really hope this video helped you in some way and gave you some sort of value. If it did and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe to this channel where we talk about everything finance. As always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thank you all, and have a great day.